and check out my videos on YouTube. Under JuWan30's. And today we're playing my season on NBA 2K16.
Look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing the Lone Ranger and King Mosabi. The horses were big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps. Racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine eye, just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure, my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, ask your boy to back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoffs,
Time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Two Eastern Conference foes go at it tonight here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Cavaliers face the Boston Celtics. They're coming into this one with a victory just last night.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Zeller is out there with David Lee, and it's Turner in at the 3. 6 to shoot. James misses.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Irving passes to James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Austin with the ball. Thomas kicks to Lee. He dishes it to Turner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The drive by LeBron. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David Lee.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Now, here's Thomas. And he just worked New York in that last game. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down, when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they... moved it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart down the court. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up, because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
And thank you, Doris. And Bradley gets it to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right way. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Picked by Lee. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That one off the back iron and out. Left side, Irving fires from the corner. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
He kicks it to Thomas. Passes it to Zeller. Marshall with the block. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the Celtics shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Hit by Lee. Thomas dishes to Lee. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
LeBron drives in. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that one.
Good. And that's now 6 points for Evan Turner.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
A few minutes passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of ignorance's voice. She said, "Prophet, we
Here's Thomas. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And that is good. And it's 6 points for Avery Bradley.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Turner. And James pulls pulls it down.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Wade against Turner. Pass to James. Irving for three. Rebound, Boston. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
For Boston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by LeBron James, and stolen by Irving. The finish, and LeBron throws it down hard.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg, recognizing the opportunity. Was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. So it's Boston now, following the score by Cleveland. Good chance here for Turner. Mozgov grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Wade with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Irving kicks to James. Wade on the wing. Wade double team. The drive by James. He with the block, and he's able to get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Boston making some changes. Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Lee. And it's Crowder in for Turner. Bradley, no one around him. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. And that's 11 points for Avery Bradley. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Celtics?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Celtics leading by 5. Double team on Thomas. Here's Crowder. But they'll get another chance. Here's Sullinger. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him. He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of war.
Here's Johnson. James with some nice D.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
The last few weeks, you see how Boston stacks up. 4th in fast break points. 12th in shooting percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in challenging those shots. The opponent's field goal percentage, the top half of the league. Not bad.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
Marcus Smart's check in for Avery Bradley. No good from Irving.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Sullinger the screen. Over to the wing. Launches a 3. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. 3-pointer, Wade. The rebound by the Celtics. And even 3-on-3 break. Now here's Crowder. James covering. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
And a wide open look for Irving. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Smart, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving kicks to James. Back to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Good. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you know, struggling offensively, he's got to be happy, guys, to see that go in. I mean, he had missed his 5 prior shots.
Johnson, the pass to Smart. Off target from 3-point range. Al Cleveland shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Wade, right side. Crowder with the steal. Now Smart. Kicks to Thomas. Now the dish to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Tries from 16. Sellinger, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These men's jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Thomas. Feeds it to Miles. Kicks it out to Johnson. They double him with LeBron. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
That's good. Miles has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Smart dishes to Crowder. The shot by Sellinger, wide open. Johnson double team. Now the pass to Smart. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And, you know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Finished off the break. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Here's LeBron. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And another three for Cleveland.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Miles. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And that one's good. Miles has got 6. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Miles. With 1 on the clock. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
La mia vita è un film come al cine, io te polio opposte al caline, solo tu mi rilassi alla fine, solo tu mi rilasci endorfine, non mi fido delle altre bambine, siamo unici in TV albine, sotto il sole di mezzanotte, io ti scriverò le mie rime, e la nostra vita è musica, quindi rappo sopra il tuo battito, e quanta gente ci giudica, nessuno coglie quest'attimo.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really love for 13 years. I couldn't have left without.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his 2nd season. I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Kyrie Irving is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Verjao in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now, here's LeBron following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Dishes it to Smart. Pass to Turner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 8 points for Evan Turner.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he makes the first.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 26 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Celtics. To the inside, Zeller uses the glass to finish the layup. Zeller's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
How about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guard. past 10 games. Wayne Wade on top.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place, inside, outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket. Oh! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Here's Zeller following the score by Cleveland. They double him with James. Lock at 6. Here's Turner. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lee with the block. Turner passes to Thomas. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Floats one up. Verejao grabs the board. Cavaliers leading. It's LeBron with the drive. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Right side Turner. He feeds it to Thomas. Inside. It's deflected. LeBron James on the wing. Turner covering.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling the defensive backboard.
And he gets the bucket. 31 points for LeBron.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Bradley dishes to Turner. Here's Zeller. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Celtics lead by 1.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists. And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Here's James. Can't get it to go. For Boston, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Irving with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Irving kicks to Thompson. Irving up top. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's good. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Evan Turner. Wade gets the bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
That's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Thomas passes to Lee. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Verejao. Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge lines. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing, and he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you know, back to David Lee, we all know about his struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely, but then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
And that one's good. Lee's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Sullinger's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 3. Down low. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Allen, that's good.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Sullinger, the screen. Thomas. It's deflected. They retain possession. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Smith for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And here is Shepard after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. And here is Sullinger taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Bradley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. C.J. Miles comes in for Evan Turner.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's Sullinger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Sullinger's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft with the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Offensive rebound. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Thomas. Inside. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Some changes for Boston. Jay Crowder comes in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Thomas. Nice again. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Wade goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
So it's Boston now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Now here's Crowder. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A shot by Johnson, no good. James in the post, defended by Crowder. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Cleveland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
You know, in the first, I thought he did a really good job of putting pressure on the defense and creating opportunities at the foul line for himself. Not as much here in the second. Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Now here's Sullinger. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Smart. High, arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Smart's got 6.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
James, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard in the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Dwayne Wade.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instinct to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
It's tipped. Now here's Crowder, D right on him, and now it's a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Boston lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's LeBron, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now watching Jay Crowder, he can really boost you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Here's Jefferson after the basket by Boston. Shoots it. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. There's the feed to Sullinger. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
And finished off by LeBron.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
That's just what it is. Every level you reach.
Smith for 3. And so we wrap up.
Well, David, how would you assess the first half of play, and what's going to be the area of focus as you head into the second half?
Well, we weren't shooting the ball well in the first couple minutes. I thought our energy was a little slow, but then we picked it up. Defense, rebounding, and sharing the ball on offense. We do those 3 things, we're going to be okay.
David, you sound like a coach. Guys, over to you at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was when things really came together for them, and the result is they were able to build a solid 6-point lead at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were undisciplined, turning it over way too much. Poor ball handling, lazy passing. These guys will have to be counting their lucky stars that this game has not gotten away from them.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Zeller, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's LeBron. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. LeBron's got 42 in the game. Thomas kicks to Zeller. Drive against Lee. Soft touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Wade for 3. The putback. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bradley dishes to Lee. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Berejav's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Turner kicks to Thomas. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mozgov's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Cleveland.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from behind the arc.
The shot by Turner, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Irving for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Just not happy with how his team is playing. And they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told Lee that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And that's his style right now. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
The Celtics with the lead. Stolen by Thompson. There's Mozgov. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. And so here's Cleveland. Oh! For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And another turnover for the Celtics. Ahead, James with it, picked up by Turner. James, the pass to Wade. Thompson outside. Wade against Thomas. Wade dishes to Mozgov. Wade double team and stolen by Zeller. And Turner kicks to Lee. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game. And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Zeller scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Boston.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the league.
Agreed. Here's Bradley, finished off the break. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Cleveland's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And here's LeBron outside. Bradley with some nice D. And Turner kicks to Thomas. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer, Wade. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Dwayne Wade.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Evan Turner.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Bradley can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And he gets it back. Irving passes to Mozgov. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving for 3. There's the bucket. Good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Thompson comes with the double team. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Here's Turner. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
The drive by James. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Lee with the steal. Thomas against Irving. Turner dishes to Zeller. A fadeaway. That one wide left.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And Thompson throws it down.
That's how to make your mark on the board, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
And really, those types of possessions, guys, can be really demoralizing for the defense.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Mozgov with the block. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Turner. Count the bucket. Turner's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor. How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Anderson Varejav's checked in for Mozgov. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for David Lee. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Here's LeBron, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. LeBron's got 50 points. Celtics leading by 7. They double him with Irving. Johnson kicks to Miles. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Sullinger, the open look. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. LeBron drives in. Can't get it to fall. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Johnson sends the screen for Smart. Shot off the pick. Shot is no good. Nice D from Varejav.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And here's Smart after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. Sullinger dishes to Thomas. And he gets the bucket. Thomas got 12 points now in the quarter.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 6. Passes it to Smart. Stolen by Varejav. The shot by Wade, wide open. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. Wade's got 16.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Nice shot by Smart.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
James, he elevates with a slam dunk. Amir Johnson did not like that one.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys.
Woo. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's James, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Well, it's been an exciting game. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Allen out there with Smith. Then it's Williams. Then there's Anderson Varejao. And it's Shumpert in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Unloads from 13. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Crowder. Allen with the rebound. Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field. And finished off by Shumpert.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And Sullinger gets to Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
Terrific screen that time by Turner.
Smart's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Smith outside. Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Turner against Shumpert. Up top, Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Turner with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Here's Crowder. They grab their own miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Iman Shumpert.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
That's good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Wasted no time on that one. 9 points for Allen.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Crowder. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage look.
Turner with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Sullinger. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao. Varejao's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smith for 3. Good D by Sullinger. Celtics leading by 4. Top of the key. And Sullinger missing. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Latrey. Another miss by Shumpert.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The shot by Turner, no good. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Smith, the pass to Williams. Cleveland moving it around. Varejao, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Smart kicks to Crowder. He dishes it to Turner. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Turner's got 12 points in just the second half.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Shumpert, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Crowder with it. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he's got 10 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And then for Boston, Zeller is checked in for Sullinger. Lee comes in for Johnson, and it's Avery Bradley in for Smart.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Pass to Turner. The shot is off. Great D that time from Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 5. LeBron drives in. That's good. James has got 58.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Here's Turner. Great D that time from LeBron.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that one's good. Irving.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Boston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And he gets it to go. Cleveland's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half. And James throws it down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, I tell you what, a great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. On the wing, Turner. James covering. Outside, Thomas. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
They double him with Irving. Bradley dishes to Thomas. Lee left side. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
It's LeBron with the drive. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, terrific finish to get this game all knotted up there. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. They get it again. A nice shot by Zeller. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
James, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And a wide-open look for Lee. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Boston shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Plenty of space. The shot by Turner, no good.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the rejection by James. To the wing right side. Back to Irving. The high post shot. It counts. And the foul. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Kicks it to Turner. Outside Thomas. Takes a 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Thomas passes to Bradley. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. 24 points for Avery Bradley.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Yeah, but he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Again, Thomas missing. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here's James outside. That one goes. Come.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Zeller. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 148. We've got 1:55 left in the game. A good look from Bradley. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade. Wade's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And he gets it to go. And now that's 35 points for Kyrie Irving.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch. Well, how about David Lee in this one? He's got 12 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
And so he makes both from the line.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Back to James, and they double him up with LeBron. And Thompson throws it down.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Zeller, a screen on Irving. Thomas dishes to Zeller. Here's Bradley. Kept alive by Boston. No good from Lee.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him. The defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
Double team on Thomas. Lee passes to Turner. Here's Zeller. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. Turner with the steal. Bradley against Irving. Here's Thomas. Thompson with the rebound. So they foul intentionally. And so here's Cleveland. Leading by 5. And on the way from Irving for 3. Second chance effort. And again, it's Cleveland.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. It's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now timeout called by Boston. They trail by 5. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's the Celtics with the ball. And Turner kicks to Thomas. Fires from 14. Zeller. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up guys putback slams. That's not the kind of play that can build confidence.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3-point split.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You're just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. We solved it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K.
Get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well-dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for white.
It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And you know what? This may be the most dangerous team in the league right now. The way they've been playing, they're a team that no one will want to see in the postseason.
I agree with you. I mean, this is a team that's extremely dangerous. And all they want to do right now at the end of the regular season is continue to keep that momentum going.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. And off is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, Conley and Allen in the backcourt, and it's Morris in at the small forward position.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And it's Conley penetrating. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
6 to shoot. Allen shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Memphis on defense. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Kicks it to Gasol, 14 feet away. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Ron with the ball.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. It's stolen by Allen. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer. Conley's got 6 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 2. LeBron's shot is good.
And it looks like... He might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts in the first quarter and denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely the foul right there, which he did.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moment.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Here's Allen, and laid in to finish the break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Allen, banked in off the glass. Allen's got his first 2 points.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Morris hits to Gasol. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was third most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball.
And Gasol sends it back. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Green's checked in. Jefferson with the double team. Allen kicks to Morris. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Morris has got 5.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now, here is Smith. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. But 3. But they recover it. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Cavaliers #1, the Grizzlies 4th.
And here we've got two teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Conley with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. The drive by Green, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Nice shot by Smith.
Nice stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
They didn't play good second-half basketball. You know, Kevin, it's one thing to get that lead way out in front and then trickle a bit of the lead away in small pieces. But they gave it all away.
And you know, the team that they ended up losing to probably has no business winning that game. But when you don't play to your level, anything can happen.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Conley. Out to Morris. A 3-ball. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done Jack diddly on D.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
I know it's a team game, but every now and then, guys detour into the one-on-one action that we've got on our hands right now.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
Now, here's Green. 9-point game his last outing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Boston.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
5 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Conley against Allen. Morris dishes to Conley. Back to Morris. Conley up top, defended by Allen. They now take the lead. 8 points for Marc Gasol. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers. Just a fantastic game for Morris. He's already up to 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Park, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Brandon Wright's checked in for Memphis. The drive by
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Lee gets the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Morris. And now a 5-point Grizzly lead. Now Cleveland shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. They get a hand on it.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Wright. Some solid defense there from Irving. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Wade on the wing, takes the three. Mike Conley with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morris outside. Dishes it to Lee. Out to the right wing. Picked by Lee. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Right. That's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. Vince Carter is checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and the wide open shot from Green. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Cavaliers trail by 5 to the paint. The 11-footer, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
And stolen by LeBron. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. All you have to do is hear the words gritty, grind, and you know we're talking about the Grizzlies and their old school blue-collar approach to the game.
Yeah, Kevin, and also don't forget the hard hats, because they bring those every time they take the floor. I mean, they carry that lunch bucket as well. And Mike Conley would be a leader on anyone's construction crew. This kid is as hard-nosed as they come.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. D-Wade out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And Randolph throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And the Grizzlies, guys, a powerful post-play team. Mike Conley, though, is still the straw that stirs the drink. I mean, he may be the most underrated point guard in our league. His quickness and ability to penetrate the lane brings a great balance to their offense.
Outside Gasol. Fires at the elbow. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gasol's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. It's LeBron with the drive. Rejected by Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. But they get it back. The kick out to Irving. Three-pointer, Wade. And another miss by Cleveland. And Conley at 6'1", about 175. Pretty slight frame, but Clark, he doesn't get pushed around.
Well, he embraces the team's tough defensive style. He gets into you, racks up steals, and he's really a committed defender.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. 5th is Timofey Mozgov.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Conley against Irving. Shoots from 12. No good from Gasol. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Wade from outside. Another miss by Wade.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
James, the pass to Thompson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
The Park deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
The shot's good from Randolph.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
The Cavaliers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Irving can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Cook. And so it's Memphis with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. In the corner, it's Morris. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Randolph. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, with a dead-eye shooter like him, it takes more than average defense to put a stop to it. It takes great defense, and even that might not be enough.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Conley gets to Gasol. To the inside. Here's Randolph. That's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Zach Randolph is up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Conley with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Gasol. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Conley kicks to Allen. James against Morris. Now the dish to Gasol. Clock at 4. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Randolph.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And finished off by LeBron.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Conley up top. He's covered by Irving. And he gets it to go. 14 points for Marc Gasol.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Conley penetrating. Uncovered. And it's Memphis with another.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Stolen by Michael Conley.